Welcome to this lesson on two powerful functions in the Kotlin Standard Library, takeIf and takeUnless. These functions provide an elegant way to return values based on conditions. They help you write cleaner, more concise code by replacing traditional if-else blocks with expressive one-liners. By the end of this video, you'll understand how to use these functions effectively in your Kotlin projects. Let's start by understanding what these functions do. The takeIf function returns the object if it satisfies a given predicate or condition. If the condition is not met, it returns null instead. On the other hand, takeUnless works in the opposite way. It returns the object if it does not satisfy the predicate. If the condition is true, it returns null. Think of takeUnless as the inverse of takeIf. Both functions are essential tools for conditional value returns in Kotlin. Now let's look at the syntax of takeIf. It's defined as an extension function on any type T. The function takes a predicate as a parameter, which is a lambda that accepts the object and returns a Boolean. The return type is T?, which means it's nullable. If the predicate returns true, takeIf returns the original value. Otherwise, it returns null. This makes it perfect for filtering single objects based on conditions. Here's a practical example of takeIf in action. Let's say we have a score variable set to 85. We want to get the passing score only if it's greater than or equal to 60. We call takeIf on the score and provide a lambda that checks if it is greater than or equal to 60. Since 85 satisfies this condition, the takeIf function returns 85 and assigns it to passing score. When we print it, we see 85 as the output. If the score were below 60, passing score would be null. The syntax of takeUnless is identical to takeIf. It's also an extension function on type T that takes a predicate lambda returning a Boolean. The return type is T?, making it nullable. However, the logic is inverted. If the predicate returns false, takeUnless returns the original value. If the predicate returns true, it returns null. This makes takeUnless useful when you want to exclude values that meet certain criteria. Let's see takeUnless in action with a username validation example. We have a username variable set to an empty string. We want to get a valid username only if it's not empty. We call takeUnless on username with a lambda that checks if it is empty. Since the string is indeed empty, the condition is true, so takeUnless returns null. When we print valid username, we see null as the output. If the username had any content, takeUnless would return that value instead. These functions shine in several practical scenarios. First, input validation. You can filter out invalid or empty values before processing them. Second, conditional assignment. Assign values only when certain conditions are met, making your code more expressive. Third, null safety. Replace verbose if-else checks with concise expressions that handle null cases elegantly. These use cases demonstrate how takeIf and takeUnless can simplify your conditional logic and improve code readability. Let's recap what we've learned. First, takeIf returns a value when the condition is true, making it perfect for filtering. Second, takeUnless returns a value when the condition is false, useful for exclusion logic. Third, both functions return null if their respective conditions are not met, which integrates seamlessly with Kotlin's null safety features. Finally, they're perfect for writing concise conditional expressions that replace traditional if-else blocks. Start using these functions in your code to make it cleaner and more Kotlin idiomatic.
If you like this video, hit that like button and don't forget to subscribe. Visit codelucky.com for more such useful content.